Alright, let's look at the homework 15.2, problem number 8. Alright, so we want to find the volume of the following solid. Alright, so let's look at this. Alright, so this is going to be in the first octant and bounded by the cylinder z equals 4 minus x squared, and also the plane y equals 5. Alright, let's draw a picture first. Alright, so here is our x-axis. And here's y-axis, and here is the z-axis. Alright, so let's look at the cylinder. So on the maybe I'll look at that. Oh, actually I need to put the z here, not y. Alright, so z, so if you look at the image on the xz plane, alright, so you have a parabola, so 4, so the highest point is 4, so I'm going to put 4 there. Alright, then it's a parabola, so it's going to probably look kind of like this. Right? And it hits the x-axis when x equals 2. We can just solve this equation, right? So z is equal to 4 minus x squared. And z becomes 0 when, right, so we can just add x squared to both sides. So you have a 4 is equal to x squared. Then we can just take the square root. So you have a plus or minus 2 is the x value. So we know that in this picture, this is obviously a positive 2. All right. Then this is a parabolic cylinder, and it's going to stop at y equals 5. So y equals 5, let's say here. So this is 5 there. So the parabola is going to extend, cylinder I should say, is going to extend like this. And since it's a cylinder, it's going to have the same parabolic shape here. Then it's going to cut off at y equals 5. So more or less you have the solid looks like that. Alright, so let's set up antiderivative or double integral. So volume of this is going to be, let's use blue. Volume of this is equal to, alright, so it's going to be a double integral. Alright, the surface is 4 minus x squared. Alright, so since it's in already written in x, I'm going to just go ahead and do it with respect to x. Alright, then it's going from, let's see, x is going from 0 to 2, since this is 0 right here. Alright, so it's going to be 0 to 2. Then we're going to do it with respect to y. Y is going from 0 to 5. Alright, so we have that. Alright, so let's evaluate it. Leave the outside integral alone, so just copy that. Alright, so antiderivative of 4 with respect to x is 4x. And the antiderivative of x squared would be x cubed over 3. Then we're going from 0 to 2. Right? So this is going to be equal to, we leave this integral alone for now. I plug in 2, so that's going to be 8 minus, plug in 2, that's 8 over 3. And if you plug in 0, it's all 0, so that's that. Then you want to evaluate the antiderivative with respect to y. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and compute this. 8 is 24 over 3. Then you're subtracting 8 over 3. So that's going to be 16 over 3. Right? So if you take the antiderivative of that, you're going to get the 16 over 3 y. And y is going from 0 to 5. So if you plug in 5, 5 times 16 is 80 over 3. minus it's 0. So it's just going to be 80 over 3. Alright, so let's type it in. Alright, so what we got was 80 over 3. So let's check the answer. So I'm going to go down in the submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.